one of the problems in computing that was really puzzling me is the fact that any digital object is fundamentally computational. Even if I have, say, Word perfect document from 20 years ago, or contemporary PDF document, if I only have a file, it's impossible for me to access that file. It's basically bits on the storage device, but I as a human cannot see it. The only way I can see it is by having some kind of computation, I mean some kind of application that will instantiate the file. From the computer science point of view, it's very clear. File is an input to a program. But from the common use, individuals, when they look at the file, they see a render image. They don't really understand that rendering actually is computation. It is about creating the pixels on the screen to consume it. So what has happened in ICT industry, there are companies that are creating tools, and they happily use tools to create content. Content is stored in files, but tools are the programs. The tools change. They can change very quickly. They may change every 3 years. So the question then is, if somebody removes the tool from me, what do I do with my digital assets, with the content that I have created? How can I engage with the vendors of the tools to explain that whenever they innovate, they're causing disruption? And therefore, we need to think about models that guarantee, in some sense, that the value of my digital assets are not depreciated or even completely eliminated by progression or innovation in digital. So we have thought hard, and I engaged with libraries and archives on 2 European projects over the past 8 years. One was Planet project for 4 years, another one was Scape project, another 4 years. And Planet project was about tools to enable migration of file formats, to basically ensure that whatever was in the old format can be now used by contemporary application. Unfortunately, that sort of method raises lots of issues, especially for organizations that are supposed to preserve digital heritage forever. They need to migrate continuously. They also, in that process, as we are accumulating more, they need to migrate more. And so whatever is not migrated at one step becomes obsolete, inaccessible. So in a way, it's a very intense process, and it is about loss in both senses, not being able to move everything forward that might be valuable, and second, often when the format is moved from one to another, if it goes to a format that is less rich, so if I go from a rich WordPerfect document to a JPEG image, then I have lost information about the structure, and I can do much less. So there is a lostness there. So one of the methods that we looked at was, why don't we then preserve the computation itself? And luckily, in this time of innovation in computing, we have cloud technologies where virtualization is the bread and butter. So virtual machines are being used now to optimize computation, distribute computation across many machines. We have experimented with just virtualizing operating systems so that I can have virtualized desktop from 1998. And it's lovely. On one side, I am stepping back into history. On the other side, I really feel good because now I can see the original. And then I can, on demand, transform it into something else. If I now want to see it on my mobile phone as a kind of deep zoom image, that's fine. If I want to see it on the web page, then I can have it as HTML. But the WordPerfect document I had at that time still stays there. And it's lovely to see it, and it's lovely to know that it's not going to be lost and can be reused.